I'm at a loss. The Heat are at a loss. Spo's at a loss.
I'm searching. We're down by 28. At that point, I don't know, what to do.
Jimmy's at a loss.
Why do you think it's been tough for you guys to tap into how urgent the situation is?
I honestly don't know. I can't even answer that. I really don't know.
You're at a loss. I'm at a loss. We're in the abyss. What do you want from me? I wasn't even going to come on here and do a video because everything I'm going to say, I kind of already said in the previous video in the Celtics blowout. And I would have said the same thing in the Knicks blowout, and now I'm probably going to say the same thing after the Suns blowout. And it's kind of the same thing that Spo was saying, that they will get through this. I think they will. The main reason I'm on here is because look at this. Big fancy YouTuber now. Watch out, Rusty Buckets. Watch out, Kenny for real. I don't even know what to talk about because we're on the Miami Heat are on the worst win streak since 1927. I know this channel is called Dumb NBA Fan, but I gotta pat myself on the back a little bit because last video I was talking about how no one on the Heat has taken a charge in I don't know how many games. When's the last time someone took a charge? How many games has it been since someone took a charge? And what does Coach Spoelstra say after this Suns game? Comes right out. What does he say? Action.
Taking a charge. I don't remember the last time we've taken a charge in a game.
But he's right. It's like, I know the shooting. You're going to have bad shooting sometimes. You're going to have bad offense sometimes. Like you're going to lose your confidence sometimes. But you can always make up for it by effort on defense. And not only do I see like a total lack of effort on defense, it's a total like breakdown, lack of communication. No, the right hand doesn't know what the left hand is doing. You have Drew Eubanks scoring 11 points in one quarter. Drew Eubanks? What are we doing here? I mean, I'm going to sound like a broken record. Like, where's the? I put that video, the clip in there of PJ Brown flipping Charlie Ward over into the front row. Where's that? Where's that team? I'm not saying to go out and start fights, but where's that? Where's that FU Miami Heat kind of basketball? I was thinking about it. I was sitting there when we're getting blown out, and I'm sitting there staring at the ceiling with the John Crotty and Eric Reed in the backgrounds. They sound depressed. I'm staring at the ceiling. And I think to myself, I'm like, where's those guys last year? Remember the Suns game last year? It was early in the season. I did look it up. It was like November. It was in November of 22. This was the Suns with, when they still had, what's his name? The big guy that's on the Aiden, whatever his name is, the guy on the Blazers now, and they still had Mikal Bridges. They were a decent team, and we beat them by 1 point. We were 7-7 at the time, but Jimmy Butler had that block against Devin Booker. Devin Booker went for the game-winning shot. Jimmy Butler blocked Devin Booker's jump shot, not anybody's jump shot. Devin Booker's jump shot, who has one of the purest jump shots in the league. Devin Booker got his rebound and tried to shoot it again, and Jimmy Butler was right in his face. And he missed it, and we won the game by 1. That was a great win. I still remember that win.
Booker with 9. Booker. Blocked by Butler! Taken back by Booker. 3 seconds left for the win! He missed it! Miami holds on and defeats the Phoenix Suns 113-112, and the Butler did it with defense!
Man, I swear, after watching that block that Jimmy Butler did against Devin Booker and then seeing Jimmy and Spo hug after that, man, that made me emotional. But that's what we got to tap back into. And I'm not saying just Jimmy. That's what the team has to tap back into, that energy. that kind of Miami Heat mentality. Anyway, back to the video. And that's a scary thing between last year's team and this year's team. Last year, we never had that much of a losing streak. I think our biggest losing streak was three-ish games, maybe 4, but I think 3. And we didn't get blown out all that often, if ever. There were not a lot of blowouts last year. This year, we're getting blown out multiple times in a week, and we're on the worst losing streak since, I don't know, I heard 2008, something like that. I don't know. The pessimist in me is like, is this different? Is this something that they can't come back from? And then the optimist in me is like, no, they'll be fine. They gotta just get through it as a team, get through this darkness, and you get through this dark tunnel, you'll come out into the light, and you'll be stronger and better and more mentally tough. That's what Spo has been alluding to. Even if we do come out the other side, and we do start playing well, and everybody's healthy, and we start playing actual Miami Heat basketball, let's be honest, like, are we going to be able to compete with this Celtics team, this Nuggets team, the Clippers, Thunder, even the Timberwolves? You know, because there's that next tier of team that is very, very good. Because I watch this team, and it's like we're a shell of ourselves, and even the crowd is pathetic. The stadium looks half empty. There's empty seats all over the place. It's just a bad, weird energy and vibe, and the body language is bad. The camera cuts to Pat Riley and Alonzo Mourning. They look miserable. And then I'm in LA, so I get to watch the Western Conference games. So after the Heat game goes on, you know, I'll tune into a little bit. I'm watching, you know, I watched this Nuggets game last night. I watched this Thunder game last night. The crowd's packed. There's no empty seats. People show up to the game on time. I see these Miami Heat. Every tip-off of the Miami Heat game, half the stadium's empty. And I guess the excuse is because apparently the Miami Heat stadium the parking is so bad that people can't get there on time. That's what I heard. I don't know. But all I know is when I watch a Nuggets game or a Celtics game or a Thunder game, people are there on time. They're out here. They're doing the wave, and it's good vibes. I'm just gonna ramble here. I'm just gonna ramble and get stuff off my chest. I have my notes here. I'm just gonna ramble this video. But I don't know. Honestly, there is a part of me where I'm like, the Heat, they should just, the next time they have like 2 days off or 3 days off, they should like go on a team retreat. Seriously, like go up to the mountains somewhere. Don't even think about basketball and go to some like meditation spa, something. It's just like reset yourselves and realign yourselves and then come back. And they have to find this balance of enjoying basketball because they're not playing with any joy. Jimmy Butler brought this up. Like you don't see anybody smiling. You got to have fun. You got to have you got to have a clear head. You got to be in a flow state. You got to have fun. It's basketball. You're supposed to be enjoying it. But at the same time, there's also that balance where you have to have that alpha FU Miami Heat identity kind of thing where they play harder. You know, the whole Heat culture thing that's on their jerseys. I swear there's a part of me that thinks the basketball gods have struck us down with this whole Heat culture thing on the uniforms. Because at first I was like, all right, I don't love it, but like fine, as long as they back it up. And when they don't back it up and that stuff's on the court and that stuff's on your jerseys and you're playing like we've been playing, it's embarrassing. And I swear the basketball gods have struck us down because of you're taking something that's that everybody already knew anyway about Heat culture, and you lead by example, and instead now they're commercializing it and marketing it and all that stuff, and I don't know how I feel about that. Anyway, and you can't get mad at Jimmy right now. Look at what Jimmy did the last couple games. Everybody, including me, everybody was like, well, we need more out of Jimmy. You need more out of Jimmy. Look at what Jimmy did last 2 games. Last night, 26 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. I'm pretty sure against the Knicks, he had 28 rebounds and 6 assists. So, like, you're not... What more do you want out of Jimmy in the regular season? You don't want him to be scoring 40-plus points. He probably could if he felt like it. You don't want him to be doing that. You don't, because he'll get hurt or he'll get burnt out. He's 34. And what's the other thing with Jimmy, what I noticed, he's playing more minutes this year than he was last year. Last season, correct me if I'm wrong, but last season, I don't think he ever really played more than like 34 minutes. I'm pretty sure he always played like 32 to 34 minutes. Lately, he's playing. Last night, he played 37 minutes in a blowout. This interview that Tyler did after the game, I'll put it in there, talking about how he's sacrificing his playing style for the team to be a spot-up shooter. What are we doing here?
Trying to sacrifice, how I play to fit the team, and I'm gonna try to be more of a catch-and-shoot guy to fit the offense. That's not
a winning formula. Players should not be sacrificing their playing style. That doesn't equal wins. Especially a guy like Tyler, who has a very unique style of play. He's an on-ball player. He's a guy that like cooks. He's a very acid kind of player. He has to be able to play his style of basketball. But the problem is, and look, the eye test backs this up. The numbers back this up. The analytics, the ratings of how the Jimmy Tyler Bam thing does not seem to fit. And it's not an indictment on Tyler. It's just a fit thing. And the problem is now he's in between a rock and a hard place. It's like a double-edged sword with that position they're in now. Because on one hand, it's like you want to start, but okay, you want to start. Then, as he says, he's having to sacrifice his playing style by being a spot-up shooter or whatever. But then the flip side to that is, well, you come off the bench and you be a sixth man, and that hurts his ego. But the positive side to it is that it might work better for the team. It's worth at least trying. Try it against the Wizards. Just try it. See if it works. What do you have to lose? We're on a 7-game losing streak. Try it. We've had 25 other starting lineups this year. Try it. Who cares? Try it 1, 2, 3 games. See if it works. But the positive aspect of it is that he could go into that second unit and cook. Green light. Run the show. And he can still close. It's just worth trying. But even still, that's probably not even the answer to the solution. Switching Tyler and Duncan might not be the answer to the solution. Making a trade at this trade deadline coming up, that's probably not the solution. What are you going to do? Trade Tyler? They're not going to trade Tyler. I highly doubt it. I mean, unless we win absolutely nothing between now and then, because we do have a lot of tough games coming up. Let me tell you, you're going to trade Caleb for who? I don't know who's available. Let me know. I mean, maybe there is someone you could try and get. I don't know. I don't know if that solves anything. I think it's really within the individuals on this team, and I think it's really I really think it's like more of a psychological thing. I think it's deeper than basketball. Like I said last video, I think it's like this existential psychological thing that they need to figure out. It's a thing that you got to get through, and it might just take getting that one win to just get yourself back on track, and then they'll be cruising again. Is it just me, or does every team shoot the lights out against us? Is every team hot against us? I mean, it happened certainly with recently, but definitely with the Knicks game, the Celtics game, the Suns game. I mean, the clip at which these teams shoot against us, my God. So I was going to break down this game. I just recorded a whole 4-minute clip of me going through my notes and breaking down this game. And I'm like, you know what? It's too depressing. It's too depressing. We saw the game. What am I going to do? Sit here and complain about how Drew Eubanks scored 11 points on us in 7 minutes? Another fake comeback where we're down 28 and we brought it down to 10 when the other team stops trying. That's it. That's all I want to talk about. I'm not going to go into the nitty gritty of this game. Who do we play next? The Kings? Oh, great. That'll be fun. But once again, if we just get it together, just try really hard on defense. Take a charge. Box out. Get into a scuffle. Get mad. Get angry. Play to your identity. And you just get one. And then try to get back on track. Forget shooting. Forget the offense. That stuff will come. The shots will fall. We've already seen the shots fall. The offense has its issue. I agree with Jimmy. It starts on the defensive end, and it starts with effort. Get pissed off. Like I said, if Luka came to this team right now, I don't think things would be fixed. Not with the way we've been playing. They gotta psychologically fix what's going on, and they gotta get back to playing mad. But playing that balance of playing mad and with purpose, but also having fun at the same time. Yeah, I'm struggling with there's an optimistic side about me with this whole situation. There's a pessimistic side with me with this whole situation. Because the really tough question is even if we do get it together, then what? Then what? Are we going to be able to compete with these best teams? We're in year 5-ish of this build? I think even Pat Riley said most builds only last 5 years. I don't know. Are we at a crossroads here? We'll see. I don't know. Sorry, I know I'm usually more uplifting. But I do think we're going to be fine. But what does fine mean? Does that mean just getting to the Eastern Conference Finals again? We want to compete for championships. I don't know. That's it.